Soap making for me was very frustrating because my first inspiration was watching a YouTube video. And once I did that, I practiced what I saw. And yes, I came up with soap, liquid soap that seemed and looked, good. But at the end, less than 3 weeks, it turned watery. I was so frustrated because I didn't know exactly what was the problem and there was nobody I could ask. Actually, I went to the market and I tried, talking to people that are selling chemicals to know if they could put me through. And someone said, my dear, the knowledge you're trying to get from me is what people pay me heavily for. So are you ready to pay me? And I thought, no, I'm not ready to pay her. I will go back and look for free videos on social media. And then I got more frustrated because I now came to realize it's not about just mixing chemicals. Soap production is more than that, especially when you want to turn it into a source of income. So I had to come to terms with the fact that for me to be able to get something valuable from this, I had to invest. And it was a heavy investment for me at the time because I had a lot of responsibilities that needed me to invest my hard-earned money into. But I had to come to terms with the fact that I need to get this right because I knew that soap production had a lot of promising future for me. So I went back and I paid, and yes, I got exactly what I wanted, which I must be honest with you, I would never have gotten that from a free video or a free course. Okay, so once I did use my soap, now I came to realize it was a journey because when I produced my first batch off of my tutor's leadership guidance, I was able to, pass a hurdle, but at the same time, there were some other things that I needed to learn. So I had her to always go to the acts because she was already into this for years. Her mother was into the business, and when she got old, she retired, and then her daughter picked it up, and that's what she's doing now for a living. So I came to realize that it's not about just mixing chemicals, it's beyond that. It's about knowing the right percentage to use, what kind of chemicals to use, for what purpose you want to use it for. And I came to realize that soap production is vast, it's really vast. In fact, if you decide that you want to build wealth creation on this particular thing called soap, liquid soap, or soap generally, you are good to go because we have soap, liquid soap, we have bar soap, we have soap for babies, we have soap for beauty soap, etc. So it was a rewarding thing for me. I started from my kitchen and then I was able to produce wonderful soaps. For instance, I have this beautiful soap here. I was taught that it's not about just producing soap. It's about when you finish producing the soap, how can you beat the noise? There's a lot of people producing soaps now in Nigeria and everybody feels they know how to produce soap. But it's about knowing how to brand your soap in a way that's going to be very attractive for others to like, okay, I think I like this, I'll grab this. And when you're producing soap, I got to understand that when you're producing soap, you're not just producing soap, for producing sake. You have to have your target audience at the back of your mind. Once you have that, then you are able to, produce something that, will get somewhere and help you achieve this financial pursuits we're all looking for. Yes, so that's it. I was able to produce this. This is unbranded. I actually do white labeling. I produce for people that don't want to produce, but they are looking for how to make a living. So I produce and I give it to them for them to brand it themselves. And it's been a wonderful experience. You can even see some comments I have on reviews I have. It's right on the screen. Reviews I had or I have, and it's what actually 24 hours. Yes. So I was able from that, when I succeeded with this, I was able to now get myself a shop, and you can see there I have my soap stacked. So it's been a wonderful experience for me, and actually I've made drastic decisions which I unveil to my students. So if you are interested in actually learning how to produce soaps, if you're tired of following free videos that don't actually help you achieve that which you want, because most of my students or some of my students that come to my course, they actually say that when they produce their soaps, it's not stable. It doesn't last for more than 3 months or 1 month, and there is a reason for that.